Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we are going to talk about Boolean algebra and few things related to that. So let's get started. What is Boolean algebra? Boolean algebra is a division of mathematics that deals with operations on logical values and incorporates binary values. This is according to Investopedia. So what is binary values? We know that the decimal numbers that we use every day are base 10 systems because there are 10 numbers from 0 to 9. Binary numbers are numbers which are expressed in base 2 numeral system. So that must mean that the binary numbers have only 2 numbers to represent its entire number system. As we know that computers run on electricity, they speak the language of absence or the presence of an electric pulse, thus making the binary number system ideal for all circuitry. But the binary values can be either true or false, yes or no, 0 or 1. Let's now look at conditions. Conditions are there to check if something is true or false. We use it on a daily basis. You're watching this video because either you have free time or you want to learn something new. But there is always condition in everything that we do. Conditions can be of different types, but they all return true or false. What do you mean by return here? Return means that all conditions will have to give a result of either if it's true or a false. Did you go home last night? Or did you spend the night with your friends? So is it true or false? For example, another example would be, am I as tall as you? So here we're comparing two heights, my height with yours. Below you can see something we would write in code similar to it at least. Another example, a comparison, is that am I taller than you? Again, we are comparing heights, but this time I'm checking if I'm taller than you. You might have noticed that these questions comes with an answer of yes and no, true or false. These you see here are called relational operators. To check the relations of two events, in our case our heights, and gives us a value of true or false. Most of the time, conditions ask a very simple questions. This is a table I got from the internet, which describes all the relational operators. Feel free to pause the video and look into it. Now let's get into the meat of the stuff. The if-else statement. The if-else statement executes a block of code if specified condition is true. If the condition is false, another block of code can be executed. This is according to w3schools.com. For example, if it rains tomorrow, don't go out. Simple thing. If something happens, do this. And in our example, if it rains tomorrow, you are instructed not to go out. We can add another block here to say the other things, which can be explained as the else statement. If it rains tomorrow, don't go out, else go out. Here, it rains tomorrow is the conditional. It asks us a question that it can be either a true or a false. These are instructions to be carried out depending on the conditions. If the condition is true, that is, if it rains tomorrow, then we are instructed not to go out. And if it doesn't rain tomorrow, that is, the condition is false, then we're instructed to go out. This go out is followed only when the above condition is false. Without the else block, we would just ignore the instruction if the condition above is false. These are the basics of if-else that all computing systems follow. For all of you young coders out there, these are the if-else examples in C and Java. And for those of you who don't know what C and Java are, these are programming language that you will learn in your journey in programming. Now let's get back into the earlier example. What if we want to check for 2 or more conditions? As you can see on the screen, that this lines checks 2 things. If it rains tomorrow, don't go out. Else, if it's sunny, go out. These are the 2 conditions that we check. The first, it will check the condition above. In our case, if it rains tomorrow. If the first condition is false, then we will check second condition, that is it sunny? Note that we'll only check if it's sunny if it doesn't rain tomorrow. The condition of sunny will only be checked if the first rain condition is false. Again, these 2 are the instructions. In our example, we're only showing 1 line of code. It can also be multiple line of codes depending on the if statement. These are also known, those are also be called an instruction block. These if else and else if are used when we want to check for 2 or more conditions. Again, these are code examples of C and Java for if and if else. If I am to elaborate, in the C examples, we can see that we have a value 100 in A, and we are to check if the value of A is equals to 10, equals 20, or equals to 30. But now, what if you want to check for more conditions, like the number of conditions is growing larger and larger with your problem? Then we can always add more else if statements under each of our code. But there's a better way of doing it. Switches. But we will be touching switches at the end of these series, because my playlist in the series here does not exactly teach you code-to-code basis. Rather, I am trying to teach you in a conceptual manner. For the basics of programming concepts, these are all the things that you need for conditions and if-else statements. Now what's next? In the next video, we will look at logical operators, the AND, the OR, and the NOT operators. And in the following videos, we will get into the data types. I'll see you on that video. Thank you.